You are sitting there, maybe after a win, maybe after someone told you they were proud of you, and instead of feeling good, you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel like they are wrong, like they just do not see it yet, like the moment they truly get to know you, they will figure it out. That feeling has a name, and it has been living inside you for a very long time. Think about the last time someone gave you a compliment. What did you do with it? Did you hold it, or did you immediately find a reason to throw it away? They are just being nice. They have not seen me fail yet. I got lucky this time. Most people who struggle with this do not even notice they are doing it. It has become so automatic. So natural. Like breathing. But here is what nobody tells you. That voice, the one that says you are not enough, it did not start with you. You were not born with it. Someone put it there. When you are a child, you do not have the ability to question the world around you. If something feels wrong, you do not think this adult is making a mistake. You think something is wrong with me. Maybe your parents had high standards and praise was rare. Maybe you were compared to a sibling. Maybe love in your home felt conditional, like it had to be earned. Maybe nobody said anything cruel at all, but nobody noticed you either. And being invisible to the people who were supposed to see you most, that leaves a mark just as deep. The child learns a rule that feels like survival. I am only valuable when I perform, when I achieve, but when I do not make mistakes, when I am needed. And that rule gets carried quietly into every classroom, every friendship, every relationship, every job interview, every moment of stillness where the mind finally gets loud. Here is the psychological layer most people miss. This is not low self-esteem in the simple sense. This is something more specific. Researchers call it contingent self-worth. Your sense of value is not stable. It is not something you simply have. It is something you constantly have to prove to yourself, to others, to an invisible judge that never seems satisfied. And the cruelest part of contingent self-worth is this. It does not get fixed by success. You can get the promotion. You can lose the weight. You can find the relationship. And for maybe 3 days, maybe a week, it feels like enough. And then the bar moves and you are back at zero, running again, proving again, proving again, because the thing you are actually hungry for was never the achievement. It was the feeling you believed the achievement would give you. Safety, acceptance, the right to simply exist without having to justify it. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. There is a person who works twice as hard as everyone around them, not because they love the work, but because slowing down feels dangerous. Like if they stop, someone will finally see what they have always suspected, that they do not actually belong here. There is a person in a relationship who cannot fully relax into being loved. One who keeps waiting for the other person to change their mind, who self-sabotages, picks fights, pulls away, tests the other person, because deep down, being left feels more familiar than being chosen. There is a person who has achieved everything they said they wanted and sits alone at night, wondering why it feels hollow, wondering if something is fundamentally broken in them. These are not 3 different people. These are often the same person at different points in the same week. Now, here's the part that might surprise you. The problem is not that you are too hard on yourself. The problem is that you have been trying to solve an emotional wound with external results. And that will never work, not because you are weak, but because you are using the wrong tool. A broken bone does not heal because you run faster on it. It heals when you stop, when you look at it, when you give it what it actually needs. The "I am not enough" wound does not heal through more achievement. It heals through something that probably feels deeply uncomfortable to you. It heals through being witnessed, through allowing yourself to be known fully, including the parts you have been hiding. and experiencing that you are still here, still accepted, still whole. That can happen in therapy. It can happen in one honest conversation with someone safe. It can happen in the quiet moment when you stop performing even for yourself and just sit with who you actually are. Here is what I want you to take from this. That voice is not the truth. It is a very old recording. It was someone else's fear, someone else's limitation, someone else's unfinished story. And it got written onto you before you were old enough to disagree. You have been carrying a verdict that was never yours to carry. And the work, the real work, is not proving the voice wrong by doing more. It is learning slowly that you did not need to prove anything in the first place. You were enough before the first achievement. You were enough before anyone noticed. You were enough in the moments nobody clapped. You just were not told that, and that is not your fault. But knowing it now, that part is yours. If this video felt like it was written for you, it probably was. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into why we become who we become, the next video is already